Hello everybody, this is Terry back again with another video. And yeah guys, by now you all have heard the unbelievable news. The news that we all more or less was expecting, but not was hoping, at least not we tennis lovers. I know that many people in Australia wanted this news, wanted to get him out of the country, was against him. If you look at people who was voting, 70% of the Australian people, they wanted Novak Djokovic out of the country because they felt it is unfair. Over 90% of the population in Australia to be vaccinated, and we have a superstar here who is trying to get in our country without being vaccinated. And Novak Djokovic is officially out from Australian Open, guys. Me as a tennis lover, I am absolutely not happy about this news. I must admit, even though I'm not a Djokovic fan, I support Federer, like you who follow my channel know. But in the end of the day, my tennis friends all around the world, I am a tennis lover. I am a tennis maniac. It is tennis I love watching. And it's like when you watch a movie. When you watch a movie, you want to see the biggest stars on that movie. And when I watch a tennis tournament, the Australian Open has just started, guys. The first matches started yesterday. You want the best to participate there, guys. And for bloody hell, of course, you want the world number one to participate there and to try to. He's the man to beat, guys, especially in Australia where he has won the tournament 9 times. He's the world number one for a reason. He's the most complete tennis player of all time, in my opinion. And when he doesn't participate, like he will not do in 2022, we will get another winner. We have only one winner in the draw who has won this tournament in the past, and the player I'm talking about is of course Rafael Nadal, who won this tournament 13 years ago back in 2009. That is the only Australian Open champion we have left in the men's draw. All the others have never won the Australian Open in their life. Only player who has done it in this draw is Nadal. And maybe we will see a new winner this year, 2022, if Nadal doesn't win it, which is not impossible. I'm not predicting that he will do it, but I will not be shocked if he does it, man. But later on about Nadal, some words about him. But what does this mean for the tournament? What does this mean for the audience? What does this mean for history? Djokovic has put himself in this mess. It is not all his fault. It is not. He took the flight to Australia. He got a medical exemption. If he knew that this would have happened to him, he would never put his foot into that airplane. Plane. Never, guys. He would never do that. But he got the medical exemption. He thought that he would play. He won the first appealing. He lost the second appealing. And they sent him home 2 days ago. This is really bad, guys. In this mess, in this visa saga, we have only losers, guys. The tennis lovers has lost, the tennis fans has lost, the sponsors has lost. We have only losers. Craig Tiley, the Australian Open director, has lost. The player, the person who has lost the most here. And I'm going to tell you who has lost most here. It is Novak Djokovic himself. My God! What an opportunity he had. What an opportunity. He is only 34 years old. Australian Open is his biggest chance to trying to win even more majors than he has. He has already a lot, 20. And he's maybe not in his peak of his career, but he for sure is not in his downhill. He just won 3 majors last year and played 4 finals. He was only 1 match away of winning the career Grand Slam when he lost that US Open final against Nadal Medvedev. And he was the defending champion, the world number 1, coming in with big confidence. And what happened? What happened? He was just showing the Rod Laver Arena in the practice sessions. Only in the practice sessions. How many times was he did he see the Rod Laver Arena in this 2022 season? How many times? 4 or 5 times? That's it. He didn't see Rod Laver Arena more than that. And all of that, what he was seeing was in the practice sessions, not in matches, because he was not allowed to play any match. They threw him out. In the end of the day, guys, politicians, governments, they didn't want Novak Djokovic to participate in Australian Open. They just didn't want. The people who want Djokovic to play at Australian Open was tennis lovers like me, like you, tennis lovers who are not hating on Novak Djokovic, because we have a lot of tennis lovers out there who are Federer fans, who are not Nadal fans. I am a Federer fan, of course, but I don't hate Novak Djokovic. I am mostly a tennis lover. Tennis for me comes first. No player is bigger than the sport. Player comes and goes, because some of you, you cheer on Nadal. Some of you cheer on Djokovic. Some of you cheer on Federer. But you should never hate any tennis player, guys, because in the end of the day, these players, they don't even know who you are. They don't even know that you exist. Tennis, Nadal lovers out there, Nadal doesn't even know you guys exist. Djokovic lovers out there, Djokovic doesn't know even you guys you exist. Federer lovers out there, Federer doesn't even know you guys exist. So why hate? Appreciate this big moment that we have with the big three. All of these big three have won 20 majors each. They have won 60 majors together. Do you think we will ever see this kind of magic happening ever again in our lifetime? I don't think so, guys. At least not in our lifetime. I would never think we will see 3 other players winning 60 majors together. 3 other players who are not named Nadal, Djokovic and Federer. But we have had the opportunity, we have been in the same lifetime as these big 3 GOATs to witness this kind of unbelievable achievement that these 3 guys have achieved. So why hating one of them? Appreciate them. Just be happy for this kind of moments that we have, that these 3 giants have given to us. No matter whoever you cheer on. So I know that Nadal fans out there, they are happy that Djokovic will not play. And I know that, guys, because you know that Djokovic would have stopped Nadal. Nadal is afraid of Djokovic, especially outside of clay courts. We all know that. If some Nadal fans come to me and say, no, Nadal is not afraid of Djokovic, then you're talking BS talk. Don't come to talk BS talk with me. Don't. I hate that kind of BS talk. Nadal is afraid of Novak Djokovic outside of clay courts. So, and I know that you Nadal fans are happy with this. At least majority of you. Now, I'm not saying that all of you, but majority of you are happy because a big threat is out of Nadal's path. A big threat. Djokovic has faced Nadal 2 times at the Australian Open, 2 times, and he has defeated Nadal both of those times. Nadal has never defeated Novak Djokovic at the Australian Open. Djokovic has defeated Rafa Nadal in all the majors. Australian Open, obviously, Wimbledon, French Open, and US Open. Djokovic has defeated Nadal 2 times in his beloved French Open, Rafa Nadal. 2 times, 2015 and 2015 and 2021. Nadal has never defeated Novak Djokovic at Australian Open. So, that Djokovic is not participating in Australian Open, this is a big news for Rafa Nadal. This is huge news for Rafa Nadal. And Rafa bloody well knows this. Because Rafa Nadal is not afraid about anyone in the field. About anyone, he's not afraid. Do you think Rafa is afraid from Zverev? Do you think Rafa is afraid from Medvedev? Do you think Rafa is afraid from Tsitsipas? Of course not. He respects them. He knows he can lose against them. But he's not afraid against those 3 players I mentioned, like he's afraid against Novak Djokovic. And so Rafa is celebrating this, of course. He will never admit it, even though he did it couple of days ago when some reporters asked him, because he has had hundreds of questions about this topic, what do you think if Djokovic gets deported? And he said, because Rafa is mostly times honest, not always, mostly times. It is not good for the sport. The sport needs the best athletes to participate in the biggest tournaments. Like obviously, Australian Open is one of the big 4 majors we have in a season in tennis. But from the personal view, it is good for me if he doesn't participate. He actually said that a couple of days ago. So Rafa, he's glad about this news. He was hoping for this news, and he knows that all the players who are left in the field, only 2 other players have won majors, besides Nadal, of course. And those 2 players are Marin Cilic, who is not a threat winning majors anymore, we all know that. He has 1 Grand Slam title in his career, Marin Cilic, and Daniil Medvedev, who is a big threat winning majors, of course, because Daniil Medvedev is in his peak of his career, who is 25 years old. And Daniil Medvedev, only 2 players in this draw has won majors before in their life, Cilic and Medvedev, besides Nadal, of course. All the others, they have never won a major. And Nadal, he knows this. Nadal, he smells blood now. Nadal is like a shark. When a shark smells blood and the shark attacks, Nadal will not attack. Nadal will now, he will play tennis like his life is on the line. Trust me, guys. Those dudes he will face in the first round, he will take out them in straight sets. And maybe he will drop 1 set in the first 4 rounds. Maybe he will drop 1 set in the first 4 rounds. But he will steamroll them, guys. In the first 4 rounds, he will steamroll them. I don't care if Rafa Nadal is not in his peak of his career. I don't care if Rafa Nadal just comes back from injury. I don't care if Rafa Nadal is 35 years old. I don't care a bloody thing about all that. The only thing I care about is that Nadal's biggest threat is out of his way. Because if Djokovic was that played, Djokovic would be in Rafa Nadal's side, because we all know the draw. Djokovic was on Rafa's side. And Nadal to beat Zverev in the quarterfinal, Nadal to beat Djokovic in the semifinal, and then Nadal to beat Medvedev in the final, if Medvedev makes it to the final, which I think he will. That would be a murderous path. That will be a murderous road to the victory and to that trophy. But now, all Nadal needs to beat a dude who does a lot of double faults, at least did a couple of months ago, Alexander Sasha Zverev, a dude who has never won a major title, a dude who can choke in big moments like he did in that US Open final 2020 against Dominic Thiem. Beating Zverev is not like beating Djokovic, that's for sure. I'm not saying that Nadal will have easy times against Zverev. No. That will not be the case. Nadal will have tremendously hard against Zverev as well. But all I'm saying, Nadal, he will not think I have a 20-time major champion on my side. Nadal will not think I have a Novak Djokovic who I've never beaten at Australian Open. Nadal will not think I have the most complete tennis player of all time, with great returns, with great backhand, with an underrated serve, because Novak's serve is very underrated in my opinion. Nadal will not think I have a warrior on my side who never gives up, a la Novak Djokovic. We all know Novak Djokovic is a warrior. Nadal will sleep good at nights and thinking Novak Djokovic is in Serbia. Novak Djokovic is not in Australia. So Nadal, he smells blood now. He smells blood. He is going for that title. Do you think Nadal is in Melbourne to play quarterfinal, semifinal, final? No, forget that. Nadal is here for business. Business, my friend, business. He wants that title. He wants to get to the 21 major title. He wants to get the second Australian Open title and do the same thing that Djokovic did last year and winning all the 4 majors twice. Because we all know that Djokovic did that last year. Nadal has never done it. He has never won all the majors twice. Djokovic did it last year. Federer has never done it. So Nadal is going for that. Nadal is not happy with the quarterfinal appearance. Nadal is not happy with the semifinal appearance. Nadal is not happy with the final appearance. Nadal wants the title! He wants the title, guys. And his road became much easier now when Djokovic is out of the picture. So Nadal, he is celebrating. Out of the cameras, of course. We all know that. And even the Nadal fans are celebrating. They know that Nadal can still lose. We all know Nadal has not lost against Novak Djokovic in Australia for the last 2 years. In 2020, he lost against Dominic Thiem. In 2021, he lost against Stefanos Tsitsipas, both in quarterfinal matches. So it is not Novak Djokovic who has defeated Rafa Nadal in the last 2 Australian Open appearances. It is Dominic Thiem and it is Stefanos Tsitsipas. So Nadal, he's cautious. He doesn't underestimate anyone. He has respect for all the players, but he knows deep inside in him, he knows the biggest threat it is out of the picture, and he will play like his life is on the line. Like his life is on the line. He will play, guys. He will play like a warrior, the warrior that we have seen him in 20 years, and he will show the same kind of warrior attitude in this year's 2022 Australian Open. The biggest benefit from this is from this news that Novak Djokovic has been sent home is his big rivals. Nadal, Zverev, Medvedev, Tsitsipas. They all know. Medvedev know and Tsitsipas know. If we take ourselves to a final, we will not see Novak Djokovic on the other side of the net. Zverev and Nadal knows that if we go to a semi-final, we will not see Novak Djokovic. Zverev and Nadal knows that. We will see another player who is not Novak Djokovic. So all these 4 players, Nadal, Zverev, Medvedev and Tsitsipas, they are feeling really good about this news. Really, really good. Especially Rafa Nadal, who is afraid from Novak Djokovic outside of the clay courts. And you know that bloody well, you Nadal fans. You know that, especially in Australian Open. Rafa Nadal is afraid from Novak Djokovic in Australian Open. He doesn't want to face him, and he will not face him this year. But what does this mean for Novak Djokovic? This means, as this is a disaster for Novak Djokovic. To be quite honest, this is a disaster. How he can, it is not all his fault. In my opinion, this is my opinion, majority of this mess is Novak's fault. He just needed to be vaccinated, and this shit would never be happening. Never. I, as a tennis lover, I, as a tennis maniac, I am really disappointed in Novak Djokovic, and I'm even really angry. Even though I don't support him, but I am firstly, always tennis comes first and then players. Because Djokovic, Nadal, and Federer, they will one day all retire, and tennis will keep on going. So Djokovic to be in this mess. Djokovic, why on earth didn't he do like 98% of the tour and took that vaccine? Why? Yeah, I respect his choice. I myself have people around me, friends, family members who has not been vaccinated. I respect them. But they are not named Novak Djokovic. They don't travel all around the world. I myself was against the vaccines to begin with. I swear that to guys. I was thinking to myself, why should I take this vaccine? I don't need to take it. Why should I? But in the end of the day, I took both of the vaccines. Why? To be able to travel, to go to my home country, North Macedonia, and to visit my relatives. Because without those vaccines, I cannot travel. I cannot board when I land in Skopje. The first thing they asked me, I was in Macedonia last year actually, after my mom passed away. I was devastated. I was heartbroken. I couldn't stay in Sweden. After she died, I couldn't work. I was too sad. I just needed to leave Sweden. I just needed to leave Sweden immediately. And I left Sweden and I flew over to North Macedonia to visit my relatives, and I was there 1 month. The first thing they did when I landed in Skopje, in the capital city of North Macedonia, they asked me, do you have the vaccines? That was the only reason I took the vaccines, to be able to travel. And I'm not even named Novak Djokovic. Why didn't Novak think the same? Why? If he had the same mindset like me or like many others, he would not be in this mess. Now he can risk his GOAT status. Do you know that? He can miss Australian Open 3 freaking years. They say he will be banned for 3 years. That can be, of course, that can be changed in the future, but he risks to be banned 3 years in his best Grand Slam tournament, Australian Open, which has won 9 times. In the end of the day, the Australian people kicked Novak out. If you read the Alex Hawke statement, what he said, what did he say, Alex Hawke? Let's read it, guys. When he was overruled in the second court, Novak Djokovic, when he was appealing for the second time, when his visa was recancelled for the second time from Alex Hawke, the immigration minister, his answer, when it was all said and done that Novak Djokovic will be deported. Look what Alex Hawke said. I welcome today's unanimous decision by the full federal court of Australia. He's obviously very happy, Alex Hawke. Upholding my decision to exercise my power under the Migration Act to cancel Mr. Novak Djokovic's visa in the public interest. I can confirm that Mr. Djokovic has now deported Australia. If you read there, in the public interest, don't you think Alex Hawke sees and watches and analyzes what his people think and says about Novak Djokovic? In the end of the day, the Australian people, who in my opinion are very selfish, they are. Period. They are. Yeah, Novak Djokovic has done a lot of wrongs. Yeah, I agree. And he maybe and most likely has lied in his documents. I don't want to go into details there. He has probably done that. Most likely, I don't have proofs. But give the dude a break. He's not coming to Australia to work for 1 or 2 or 3 years. He's there just to play freaking tennis. He has won the damn thing 9 times. He has helped people when people was in that bushfire for a couple of years ago. I believe he donated $1 million or something. What has happened to the humanity, for God's sakes? When somebody does good to you, do good back. What has happened to the humanity? I'm not protecting Novak Djokovic. He should have avoid all this catastrophic mess. He is the biggest guy here who is guilty. It is himself. No question about that. If he would have been vaccinated, never of this mess would have happened. All right? He is the biggest to fault. It is his biggest fault that this mess has happened. But when he got the medical exemption and you have invited the dude to the country, you cannot kick him out. It is like inviting a person to your home to dinner, and when you take him in, you don't give him the food. You invite him in your house, you open his door, and you said to him, no, I regret, I've changed my mind, get out of here. I'm kicking you out of my house. You cannot do that. It is embarrassing. It is not human right to do that kind of stuff. But people, guys, in general, just trust me. Trust me, guys. People in general, they are selfish. They don't care about Djokovic and the politics. They listen to the people. Do you think Alex Hawke or Morrison, do you think that they would have allowed Novak Djokovic unvaccinated playing Australian Open? And he's not any regular dude. He's world number 1. He's the best He's the best tennis player in the world. The chances for him to win the title would have been big. Just imagine an unvaccinated player holding that trophy for the 10th time 2 weeks from now. How do you think Alex Hawke, Morrison, and all the Australian people would have felt? They would have been very, very angry, and extremely upset. So, Alex Hawke, Morrison, they had to kick Novak Djokovic out. Why? Because the people of Australia, 70% of them at least, wanted Novak Djokovic deported. If the case was vice versa, say 60% of the Australian people didn't want Djokovic out, and 40% of the people wanted him out, Alex Hawke would have never cancelled Novak Djokovic's visa for the second time. Never. That's why he says on his statement, Mr. Djokovic, my decision to exercise my power under the Migration Act to cancel Mr. Novak Djokovic's visa in the public interest. There you have the bullet, guys. There you have the bulletproof why he recanceled Novak Djokovic visa for the second time in public interest. So in the end of the day, it was the Australian people who I'm extremely disappointed at, that it was the Australian people who took Novak Djokovic out. I am really sad, I'm really disappointed of all this mess. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give us some thumbs up, subscribe, see you next time. Peace.